Hey everyone, my name's James, and today I'm going to show you how I started my own financial advisory business. It all started when I was a dual enrollment student at Valencia College. Growing up, I was always interested in money, finance, and the economy, and I'd always wondered how I could turn that into a fulfilling career. While I was at Valencia College, I took this course called the New Student Experience. It was crucial in my journey of growth because it helped me find my career path. In the course, I took the Clifton Strengths Skills Test assessment and I learned what my strengths and weaknesses were. In the class, I learned that my top three strengths were intellection, analytical, and activator, which basically means that I have deep analytical thoughts and I'm always waiting for the next opportunity. Combining my top three strengths with my interests allowed me to create a purpose statement. I knew my purpose was to help others through the knowledge of finance and economics. Some other resources that I ended up using outside of the new student experience class include the Answer Center to keep track of my financial aid and the library for all my books and supplies. By the end of the new student experience class and the end of my time at Valencia, I was able to determine that pursuing a bachelor's in economics would offer me the greatest variety of career options if I wanted to spread my knowledge about financial information. That very same semester, I graduated with my associate in arts degree from Valencia College, and I also applied to the University of Central Florida. A few days later, I got a letter from UCF saying that they were able to offer me admission into the class of 2028, and I was over the moon. Now is definitely a great time to start talking about the cost of college, because it's definitely not cheap. Let's talk about my Valencia AA degree. It was about 60 credits, and at $103 per credit hour, the total cost was about $6,183 for the entire degree. But since I was a dual enrollment student for my entire time at Valencia, this fee was completely paid for by my school. Now let's talk about my Bachelor of Science in Economics at UCF. For 60 credits at a price of about $212 per credit hour, the total cost would have been $12,754.80. But since I had the Bright Future Scholarship, my tuition was completely covered. The only thing I had to pay for during my entire bachelor's degree was housing, groceries, and other expenses. During my time at UCF, I made sure to have lots of fun, but also stuck to my studies. Some activities I participated included performing French horn in the UCF's wind ensemble and performing flute in UCF's orchestra. I also took an internship at the UCF on campus Fairwinds Credit Union to learn more about finance, and it proved to be very useful for my career development. After I graduated from the University of Central Florida with my degree in a Bachelor of Science of Economics, I was able to leverage my internship experience to land a job at JP Morgan for a junior market analyst. I had to move to New York for this position, but I feel like it was worth it at the end of my career progression. I stayed at JP Morgan in New York for 4 years, and at my 2 year mark, I was promoted to a senior market analyst. During my entire time there, I was responsible for collaborating with other market analysts to identify patterns in the market and good times to enter and exit the market. We were often responsible for handling customer/client funds as well, so it was really important that we work together to not make mistakes. The top three skills required to excel at this job is having great analytical skills, being able to collaborate with others, and being able to take an opportunity when you see it. This is perfect because all the way back when I was a student at Valencia College and when I took the new student experience course, I figured out that these are my top three strengths. Eventually, I got a new job offer from Apple, but I had to move all the way to Cupertino, California. Luckily, the pay was a lot higher, so I could compensate. When I moved to California and got adjusted to my new job, I decided I wanted to continue my education, so I applied to Stanford University for their master's program in economics, and luckily, I was accepted. Let's talk about the cost of my master's of science in economics at Stanford University. There was 4 graduate quarters for 1 year of learning, and the cost per quarter was around $18,000. So the total cost for my graduate degree would have been $75,000 approximately. But I received $35,000 in federal financial aid grants, so I only had to pay around $40,000 for my education. What you're seeing right now is basically a day in the life of my work. In front of you is my real 100% real office that I actually work in, and you can see the very specialized computers that we use to handle large amounts of financial data. I stayed working at Apple for 2 more years, but eventually I wanted to start my own business and something more related to finance. So I moved back home to Orlando, Florida, and I started my own business. And that's where we are today. After I completed my graduate degree, I moved back to Florida to open my own practice, and I used all the information that I learned during my graduate degree at Stanford University to help me get my business off the ground. And now I am giving out financial information for a lower premium than all of my competitors in order to help out my community. Thank you for watching.